So the wall in front of me is Vardzia, the Georgian Cappadocia. It's on a 12th century monastic settlement, 500 plus caves. It has been cut out of the rock, same way of as they did in Cappadocia. I came here with a car from my hostel, all the way from Akhaltsikhe, and we have spent an hour on the road slowly going up here. So this is one of the stables. Apparently around 10 horses could be housed here. And alongside here the horses will be tied up. So it will be 5 horses here. And here is a remain of a feeding tray. Here would got their food. There is an elevated field in the middle where the caretaker could walk up and easily feed all the horses. So once in a time, exactly here, a horse caretaker would have his daily life. The charred walls are probably from the herder area, from the area after the town fell, and it became a shelter for herders. Every wooden structure in town was destroyed in that area, used as firewood. Sic transit gloria mundi. Vardzia was originally built by the father of King Tamar, which actually was a queen. And her name you see everywhere in this part of Georgia. It's Tamar's Bridge, castle, everywhere. And she's now buried in Mishkata, one of the cathedrals there. And I visited that grave several months ago in the beginning of this trip. And it was a very important site. Religious site, political site, cultural site, economical site. So it was a major center in many respects during its high days. Here we have a partly collapsed water cistern. It could hold 650,000 liters. Enough to feed 15,000 people for a month in siege conditions. And I was told it would take 4 days with the water sources available to fill it from scratch. There were several water cisterns around town, and they all were connected via pipes to a main supply tunnel that draw its water from a water source 3.5 kilometers away. And that main tunnel was so big you could walk inside for repairs, for inspections. What we see here is actually the porch of a dwelling. The Vardzia dwellings had 3 rooms. a porch, a sort of a living hall, and a storage room. And this is the porch. And they were connected to each other and connected to other houses via long tunnels, vertical and horizontal. So you had, in effect, dugout streets. This would also be storage, in part. Here we are in a living hall. You can see it's quite destroyed, and that is due to a 13th century earthquake that really lay waste to a lot of this place. And this is not an original feature, it's a tonir, a bread baking oven, which is still in use in this part of the world, both in Armenia and Georgia. They would have been tonirs originally, but they would not be carved in the living quarter itself. They were carved in the tunnels, connecting tunnels, which were mainly destroyed during the earthquake. If we look down at the storage, this is the storage room we just saw from above. It's called the cold room because this was the coldest place around, and was thus quite the best place to store food, perishables. It's closed off now, but this passage would be a street. It would be a town street back in the days. So this is a complete dwelling we just visited. Sizable place. This started out as a regular dwelling, but was later transformed into a monastery refectory, meaning eating hall. And here we see to the left the benches. They would sit down and eat, and to the right is the table. It would probably have had a table plate of wood. And in this niche, the prior, the leader of the monastery, will sit and eat. I have been to Cappadocia, seen quite a lot in Cappadocia, but I would say this, even if you want to go to Cappadocia or have been to Cappadocia, this is a place worth visiting. Very faint remains of a staircase. People once walked here, lived here. did everything here, and now there is nothing here. Now we are now entering one of the 15 churches in town. And it's called the chapel with a cross because of this cross here. Evidently the other churches doesn't have. Most of the churches were built in residential areas, often connected to houses. Can't smell anything here anymore. The sounds of the masses has gone, but I believe what you would hear here, see here and smell here is very similar to what you experience in today's churches in Georgia and Armenia. So in this cave we have something special. In this tray it was originally a wine press. You can see how the juice would leak down here and out this hole. It will come out here and into this tray here. In this area, evidently, they also made the cha-cha. Here we have a Smithy, Smith workshop. Excavations revealed quite a lot of slag here from metal melting. And the deep circular hole over there probably was an iron smelter, metal smelter. If anybody could explain more concretely what all those niches are, I would be grateful. The Church of Assumption, I believe. Sacred spring in here. So this is a burial vault, I was told. Now in the secret tunnel leading to the shelter, where people would go if the city was invaded. This is a very considerable tunnel. Here is one of them. You couldn't have the whole city here. So either this was not the only one, or this was for the elite only. Come to the Marani wine cellar. One of the original passages, original stairs. You shouldn't be too influenced of too much wine to go here originally, if you are in a hurry. So a small wine cellar with two preserved jars, Cavecity type. There were, I think it was 21 or 22 wine cellars in Vardzia, at least confirmed. But this was not the original way of doing it, because originally, before things started to collapse, the front side collapsed, it would have been impossible to transport things like this around in the narrow passageways. They would have been using smaller jars. So this is from a later period, not a classical period, to put it that way. But wine has been a part of life and business here all along. Second wine cellar, same size as the other one. Storage. Cold room has this. This is the meeting hall. I don't know if you have to compare it to the parliament or the government. But here they had meeting, here they discussed things, here they decided things. Now there's a small church just beside the meeting hall. Front wall is collapsed, but legends say this was the bedroom of King Tamar and Queen Tamar. And why not? They definitely slept somewhere. So this could be a royal bedchamber. Secret tunnel. Goes down and it goes down and it goes down. You do spend some energy here exploring this place. So there it is, Vardzia. Must have been a very special community. And wine is still here. a very sad ruin of the castle. But the view is definitely not sad. Sometimes it's good with cognac, sometimes it's good with wine.